All right, we are in the Coastal Cliffs tournament, the weekend round, the backside. I tried some stuff out on the front, and I tried the rough bump on hole number two, and it did not work out. But the rest of the round was all right. I recovered amazingly enough, so we'll see what we could do. In my 77 account, I think I shot a 13 in that account, but I tried some stuff on a bunch of different holes. I'm practicing in the weekend round. Look at that. But I had a fun round. I missed a couple really close shots, rimmed the cup, couple ball lengths off on one, went over the cup on one. I had a fun round, even though I didn't shoot a very good score. So we'll see what the backside looks like here. And hole number 10. Hole number 10. Which way's the wind blowing? That is a good question. That wind should give us, like, our shot to the cup should be, if we can get to the right spot, it should be pretty easy. It should have like almost a pure tailwind. Almost. I'm gonna take I gotta wake up. I'm recording the Monaco race. Watched part of it, but decided I'd play this morning and just knock it out. They're racing in the rain, which is always fun. That bag works. Let's see if we can just hit this first hole perfect and make it and start the round off on a high note. I'm going to the +6 mark. I was pulling. This club doesn't hit as far as my Big Topper in 77, so I had different starting marks, but I hit one ring great to the right yesterday and wasn't where I wanted to be, so I'm going to leave it at the +9 mark instead of pulling it back to the +6 mark. I have seen so many people struggling on this hole. Like, guys, like curl. Like, what's the problem here? I might be trying to get on a 1. That's not max curl. That's a max partial curl over power hook into the sand. Have you all forgotten about blind curl shots? Come on. What is the deal? What is the deal? +6. 3 rings off. Do 3 miles an hour. And if I can get where I can see what the hell I'm doing. Get lost in the hills. Should be a ring and a half. Max curl. Isn't it perfect? Just trying to get myself out there to the end. Don't hit the slide. Rolling. At the beginning of the week, it should be -10, but at the beginning of the week, doing -10, you missed. You had to do 0. Then in the middle round, the opening round, you needed to take off 10. Now in this round, it looks like it's just a +0, but that wind is like absolutely due tailwind. So if I hit it perfect, it's going to go in the hole. It doesn't have any other place it can go. The wind's, if you line it up, the wind is absolutely due tailwind. It's almost like playing with 0 wind. Just got to hit it perfect. That's the wonder, hitting it perfect. Can we hit it perfect? Maybe. .6 divided by 1.2. 3 rings. Start off on the fringe. Start off on the green. Just a titch of backspin. Three rings. See if we can get lined up with the wind. 3 rings, exactly. Oh, fucking, I hit it great. Oh. And it went in. Woo! Even a blind squirrel can find a nut. Can't be good, be lucky. Let's take that. With that slight little wind direction there, I'm so close that if you hit it, I could have overpulled it and should have taken wind off, and that's what put me into the right spot. That hole has been that hole's been hitting weird, but I will take the drop. If I'd hit that perfect, it might have gone in on the other side, but it might have just missed on the other side. So maybe I should have taken off 10, but I'm glad I didn't. I'll take it. I will take it. Which way's the wind blowing here? I'm not messing around with the sand on this, so let's just be safe here. I should be in minimum club. Should be in minimum club, which is 1.2 per ring. So if you did a 1-to-1, that's adding on 20%, and I've been adding on top of that. I'm looking at my notes here. My notes are freaking chicken scratches. I've got notes in 3 different colors. Some of it's scratched out, some of it's not. It's all jacked up. They're all jacked up. 2.2. I'm gonna do 3 rings. Why not? Why not? I have no idea what I should be hitting on this, so I'm just making it up. Just making it up as I go along. Hitting it perfect. I at least got that going for me. I can hit it perfect. Wow. Just slight overpull. Slight overpull. Need a pen. Need a pen. 1-to-1 it. I'll circle it for my next account. Circle it in black felt pen. I did 1-to-1 at 35%, and I'm going to do a 30. At 1-to-1, so that's like a 50% adjustment. Because I am definitely at minimum club. So minimum club's 1.2, max club's 1-to-1, 1.1 per ring. So if you did 1-to-1 instead of the 1.2, that's a 20% adjustment right there. And then I added 35 on top of that. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm guessing on this hole. I haven't figured this hole out. This hole, I haven't really tried really that hard on this hole is what the deal is. That is the deal. All right, hole number 12. Hole number 12. I finally hit this hole. Did I hit this hole? No, I missed this hole. I hit the middle par 5. I still haven't hit this hole. Which way is the wind blowing? All right, I'm taking my number 2 bag and a Kingmaker. Kingmaker. All right. Seemed like yesterday I needed to do 5% instead of 10. I did plus 10 plus 0.1 yesterday and just barely missed it. It was off like 5%. It's like if I do 10, I should have did 0. If I do 0, I should have did 10. If I do 0 again, I should have did minus 10. If I do 10, I should have did 0. It's back and forth. So maybe we'll do the 5. We'll try it. This hole's mystifying me. Mystifying, and I'm getting the right drop to it, and it's still not working. Seen 2 people this week hit it to the left, and I'm not. And both of them, the second person ended up in the rough, but both of them went at the hole with backspin. And it's like, why didn't you guys try and bounce it over the sand and just kind of run it up to it? Plus 5 mark, 1 3/4 topspin. One 3/4 at the plus 5 mark. 3/8. That would be a 4/2. There's 4/2. 4/2. I'm going to lean just a little to the left. Hitting it perfect. Just floating it up there. .05 times whatever the wind is, divided by 1. My opponent's got it nicely done. I think they're riding right up against the red line. That actually might be a little teeny bit of headwind. They did 3, so they added on 10. And theirs will drop. Just a bit outside. Let's do the wind. The wind first. 2.2 rings. Okay, 2.2 rings. There's 2. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, ball. Go home. Go home, ball. Nah, it's going to miss. Gonna miss. That might have been. The distance was fine there, but it does break right there at the end. So if your speed's just a little bit fast, you can blow through the break where it rolls off that hill. And you don't get that final little break to the cup. All right. Let's see, what do we got here? What do we have on this hole? Plus or times the wind. Did I hit it 1 to 1? This next shot, I should be at mid club, but I'm going to hit a max number. And I'm taking a sniper and a nav. This par 3. Sure it's a par 3? It is. It's the peanut domed par 3. Peanut parfait. And a navigator. And a navigator. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. I wanted to go back and watch the video and see if I pulled, I did a 5% adjustment. And I mean, I was like a ball width and a half off the cup. Just almost there. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna add on 0.2. And it was almost 3 backswing. It wasn't quite 3. It was like 2, and it was 3 minus a sliver. Steve goes first. I really like to get a hole-in-one on this hole. I know that I could probably count on 3 fingers or less how many hole-in-ones I've ever made on this hole. I haven't played this hole a lot. I know I've hit at least 1, but I could have hit 3, maybe 2. And today would be a nice day to get one. Then I'll roll down to the fringe. Fairway. .2, 2.5 rings. Leave it right where the hell it's at. Just a sliver less. Okay, 2.5 rings. Just try and get lined up with the wind. It's helpful sometimes. There's 2.5. Oh, fuck. Oh, I anticipated it. And I will end up down on the fringe. Is that one of those things that I hit it great to the... I think I hit it great to the right. I hit it great to the right and it ended up on the left-hand side. So it's one of those things where you hit it on one, you hit it one way and it ends up on the other side of the cup. No dice, no luck for me on this hole this week. I still have one more shot at it. Still have one more shot. 1 to 1. Making notes for my final round. Trying to glean any information I can out of my practice account. Hitting it perfect. Perfecto! All right, back to the drawing board. All right, this hole, I changed my MO on this hole, but we'll see if I can do that again because I only had one Power 5 ball on this account and I used it on the front. So we'll have to see which way the wind's blowing. We had a slight bit of headwind on this hole on the front. Now we got tailwind. Okay, so I might have a 4 power ball I can use if we've got that headwind. So I don't think I have any 5 power balls here. I don't. So we need a 4 power ball. Side spin's not really a big deal. I'm going to have to use a little bit of the wind, so the 444 might not be right. 2 side spin boost, 5 side spin, 2 wind. I might need the. I think with tailwind, I don't think I'll need the top spin boost. I might be able to just get her done with that. Maybe. Let's try it. Let's try it. And I'm going to take my number 1. Well, no, not taking my number 1 back. I'm taking that back right there. I need the Goliath for the second shot. If I end up in the right spot, I need the Goliath. And now let me look at my notes here. I'm doing plus 10, plus 0.1 Goliath. And let's look. I looked at my numbers for clubs with a long iron. Yeah. Okay, so a level 9 Goliath at mid club with a power 4 ball is 2.1 per ring. 2.1. Make a note here, 2.1. That's 2.1 per ring, plus 10. My notes say minus 1. Plus 10 to the cup, minus 0.1, and I think I think that was right. I might have wanted to take off the minus 0.1 and just do a 10 straight up. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can use some wind to make up for the lack of a power 5 ball. And I made it really nicely out there yesterday. I'm doing a max overpower shot through the middle. And where I landed at was, I got a really good run. I almost got too good of a run. And I just think I can just hit it straight up and just take the wind out. I don't have a lot of wind there to begin with. I'm going to center up my red rings. That should be 1 ring. A little less than 1 ring. Ring and a half, ring great to the right. That shouldn't, and that might hurt me down at the bottom. And it did. And it did. Now, here's the good news is I still have a great shot at the cup. I can't do the rough bump. So I'll have to start off on the fairway and go to it, but I still have a great shot at the cup here. And that should be 1.1 times the wind divided by 2. We'll see what the wind is. I still have a great shot if I hit this. I feel like if I can hit my Nirvana Perfect, I can make it. I'm not afraid of using a Nirvana. My opponent got a nice roll, and it'll roll, 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 roll down the hill. The problem with bringing a katana is if you don't get all the distance you want there, you might not be able to do the rough bump. And the whole goal about shooting to that side, I don't have It's got 5 topspin. Not enough. Not enough to get me there. Even if I eked myself, still not enough to get me there. Feel like I can make that 2.4, 1.32 rings. There's 1, 2, 5. There's 3, 2. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. You can do it, ball. Didn't pull it enough. Nice distance, though. Got that going for me. Yeah, did they pull forward to see where their red line is? This is the problem with bouncing it over, is your second bounce. But if you brought out a Kingmaker, there's a beautiful rough bump up there. But I think with the Katana, you're just a little short. I think they needed a little bit more distance. And they might have been able to eke that out, but it's a shame because where they're at, they gave themselves a pretty good look at that rough bump if they would have brought the right ball. Can you get it done with the Katana? Obviously, but man, a hole like this could have gave yourself a shot. Note to self, don't hit the drive great to the right. I think the way that hill is shaped over there, you could hit it great to the left and it'll funnel it back to the right. But if you hit it to the right, it's just going to go out there in the rough. The cool news is that unlike the shot on the left, if you take that shot right there, if you're in the rough, it doesn't matter. You can easily recover if you have a Nirvana. And why wouldn't you have a Nirvana? I suppose if you're brand new and you just got your clubs and then maybe. But anybody who's been playing this game for any length of time, if you have a Nirvana and it's not in your bag, what are you thinking? If you have a maxed out or like level 7, level 8 off-roader, I tried playing with my off-roader for a bit when I got to level 7 because its numbers are comparable. I think it has a little bit less distance, but it's got more topspin. Like right there, I would have been able to do that shot with off-roader because it has more topspin. That might be a good note to yourself too, is to switch up and put in you still need a big hitting rough iron, but I could have in that spot. Not in this account because I don't have it, but if you have one, that would be a good spot. Hole number 15. What is hole number 15? I'm going to look at this hole just because this is a critical hole. Hole number 15, is that right? Hole number 15. All right. Now, I made my first mistake on this yesterday. What I did was the area that I'm setting up in, one of the issues that I have setting up this max overpower hook shot is there's no like marker over here. So I've been putting my white ring up against the rock, and giving myself a little bit more distance over here, like 3.5 rings. Well, when I did that, now it touches the rocks all the way along the edge. So here's how I'm going to set the shot up. Here's how I'm going to do it. This is my plan. I'm going to put 3 rings. I'm going to put the outside of my blue ring here, and I've got my clear and my white ring on this side. I'm going to start there. And then I'm going to find the spot where my ball guide almost touches, like the closest spot up here where my white ring almost touches these rocks. And once I find that spot, then I'm going to move it out another 1/2 ring. Because what I did yesterday is I started off over here with 3.5 rings into the rough. And that means my white ring was touching the rocks all over the damn place. And I didn't pull, I was too far back in the shot. So when I came around the bend, this angle right here, I damn near clipped the rough. I should have been out in here, and I hit right here and damn near clipped the rough. And then that put me on the trajectory where on the other side, I bled through and I was like this. So I needed to go farther forward in my shot, so that number one, I would have had more distance here from the rough, which is why I'm moving it out another 1/2 ring, and then I would have came through the middle. But it's hard to find the start spot where to put your ball because there's no markers out here. I wish there was a ball guide marker or some shit out here that we could do or something, but there isn't. There isn't. I'm taking my number 2 bag. Am I taking my number 2 bag? I am taking my number 2 bag. And I'm taking a katana. Here we go. Plus 10 on the drive. And I started the week off doing max topspin and it was all working out. And then I went down to like 4 topspin and then I was still running out on the other side. But I'm going to do 3 topspin. Three. Count that. 3. Just 3. And with this slight bit of headwind that we have here, that might be I might be able to do 3 and a little. Getting the run up the hill. Getting some run forward. Roll down to the flat. Roll, 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 ball. Rolling. Okay, max. Against that headwind, I'm going to do 3 and a titch. So blue ring off, barely touching the rocks. I'm going to come out just a little. 3-8. That would be a 4-2. There's 4-2. Got it all. Let's see if I picked the right spot today. Yep, that looks good. Now it's all about the speed. Slow down, ball. Whoa, the fuck down. Man, even with the 3, it's still too much. Damn it. Me in that portion, there's a sign actually out on the course. You're not seeing it right there, but there's a sign out there that says, no spectators allowed, aught landing zone. Because I've been in that spot like 5 times this week. I've been in the perfect spot a couple times this week, but I keep dropping. What's funny is I was in the perfect spot earlier in the week when I had more topspin on. We need to make this hole. This is, of all of the freaking holes on the course, this is the one that's like, this is the one. I keep having to hit these damn rough shots. All I got to do is hit it perfect. I'm going to hedge my bet and give myself 2 shots, like a great to the right and perfect, and we'll see. I just need to hit it perfect. I just want to hit it perfect, and let's get in the hole and let's move the hell along. All right. Give myself 2 shots. I'm going to go. That'll give me a perfect and a great to the right. And that was a 2-ring great to the right. 2-ring great to the right doesn't work. And that is the best opportunity right there to get in and not making it. That's not good. Got to pick up like 70 shots in order to have any shot at it. I got that going for me. It's not as bad in this account as it is in my 77 account. I had some super close. Super close. Did have fun though. Didn't end up with the score that I was looking for, but I did have fun. All right, what do we got? Hole number 16. Okay, which way's the wind blowing? The due freaking headwind. All right, let's be dangerous. Let's be dangerous. I'm going to take I'm looking at my math here. 25% times whatever the wind is, divided by 2.3 plus 0.1. Is that right? And I'm taking this bag right here. All right, here we go. Here we go. And it's max topspin. Got to plug in the wind. And I said I was never going to do it, but I'm doing the sand rough bump. I made one yesterday and in my 77 account. I made it in this account because I hit the flagpole and it went in. But in my 77 account, I came in just right of the flagpole. I mean, like it rubbed the flagpole and went right over the cup and then just ended up on the green. If I'd hit the flagpole, it was right there. It was right there. I'm doing a max adjustment plus 25 plus 0.1. Scott goes first. And they're bringing a power 3 side spin ball. And overpower. And perfect. And it'll go in the hole. Not a chance in hell. That's what you get for hitting off the side of that hill. You get a straight up in the air bounce, and who the hell knows where it's going to go. Now, your only hope, buddy, is that I make this. Max top spin. I think I need one whole side spin. Three. 1.73 rings. 1.73 rings. See if I can get lined up with the wind. There's 173. Oh, fuck, and I hit it 2 rings straight to the left. That'll miss entirely. You might be able to where I was at hit a 1 ring great, but that was a 2 ring great to the left. Oh. The deal there is if you hit to the right, you're deeper into the sand. You might not bounce out of the sand. You might, but you might not. But if you hit great to the left, you miss the sand entirely, obviously, as I just demonstrated. I demonstrated that for you guys to let you know what happens when you hit it great to the left. So I have another shot at the same crappy hole. There's max, there's mid, there's quarter. That's 8 per ring, so 3 divided by 8 is 0.4 of a ring. How much spin can I get on it? .4 of a ring. Oh, and I hit it great to the right, or left. Great to the left. I think that barely would have had the distance if I'd hit it perfect. All right, there you have it. I went for it. I'm practicing that. I'm in that stage where I'm gonna practice it. I gotta go for it. Hole number 17. What is hole number 17? This bag here, and I'm taking this bag with Kingmaker. And I only need to get, if I want to get to 28, I got to get the Eagle Heron and Albion 9. That's doable. I think on 9 I'm just going to sink it in 1. That way I can, it'll just make it in 1. I could go for this one in 1 since I'm already down in the deal and see which way's the wind blowing today. Is that a power? That's a power 4 ball. You need a power 5 ball if you want to get over to that other side. And I don't have any power 5 balls, so you'd have to hit where my opponent's at right there. That's a slight bit of headwind. So you got to do the S. You'd have to start off way to the left. It goes and then bring it back to the right so it hits the fairway, and then bring it back to the left, and that shit's not going to happen. I'm curious to see how far they're going to get out into the sand, but I'm gonna put money on. I'm gonna put $5 on there in the sand if they hit it perfect, and they didn't hit it perfect, but I still got a shot that they're going to end up in the sand. Okay, all right. Play me that way. Two topspin plus 3 mark. I normally like to set these shots up where I'm 3 rings off, but I've been setting this one up where I'm 2 rings off. 10%, so 3, 4. That'd be like not quite a ring and a 2 and it's 1.5 per ring, and so it's not quite 2 1/3 rings. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. Off we go. Still got a shot at it though. I think I would do the. I don't know if that razor has enough topspin. They do get a little bit of a tail right there on it though. I'm not sure what a razor hits. Maybe like a ring and a half. They did 2 rings. I'm not sure what a razor hits. I played with a razor for 5 minutes. As I was moving up, I always went with whatever rough iron and sand wedge had the most distance. It looked like they overpulled it. I think it's around 2 per ring. I think it's pretty close to 100% accurate club. It's very similar to a Nirvana. Let's get up into the zone. .1, 2.25, 2 1/4 rings. Here's 2 1/4. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Damn, didn't pull it enough. Today, not enough. Not enough. Let me make a note here. +0, +0.1. Circle that and felt. I rimmed it yesterday on my 77 account and circled the hole. It was the first time I'd hit it perfect into that hole all week and it hadn't gone in. Now I've got 2, and that one was way the hell off. That side wind. I've been taking a little bit of wind off there, even though you're downhill and you shouldn't be, but it's been working. So close. All right. last hole. Best I can do is a 27. That's not going to cut it. But that's why it's in my practice account. I'm taking my number 5 bag, and I'm taking a Kingmaker Heartbreaker. Don't need anything more than that. Got it selected. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can hit off the top of the hill. This is another one of those ones where the setup, trying to find the right spot, there's no marker out there to try and find the right spot. And the way that your ball guide goes around, some of these holes, especially when you're using epics and you've got sand, your ball guide, like the ball guide's not bright enough against the sand so that you can see where your ball guide's going. It kind of blends in. And it happens sometimes where they've got that little yellow haze in the sky, and it's hard to see if you're using a rare to come in, your ball guide kind of blends in with the fairway. I'm doing max. I'm putting it all on. Putting it all out on the line. Okay, there's a little hill right here. I want to make sure, looking for that second bounce area. 2-1. It's 2-3. That should be about a ring and a half. Max curl. And I hit it one ring great to the right, which shouldn't kill me if I hit the top of the hill. Just barely clip that rough, almost too far back. That'll give me a max sniper shot. Well, might give me, yeah, it'll be max. Maybe mid sniper from there. Times the wind divided by some unknown number, because I don't know where I'm at. Wherever you're at in your club, that's where you want to hit it. I'm not a fan of hitting to the top. But my opponent got in a nice spot. That's what they were looking for. That's what they got. Where am I at? There's min. There's max. So I'm at about mid club. 2.6 divided by 1.1. 3.1 rings. .1 rings. Here's 3, 1. Hitting it perfect. At least I got my last shot in the air perfect. Feel like I was in the right spot. Let's see if I can even get close. Overpulled it. Overpulled it. By quite a bit. Let's do that again. Let's take a mulligan. There's nobody watching. I don't see any course officials out there. Did my opponent pull their shot forward? For some reason, I was thinking that you could, if you got out there, you could get to the other side of that. Start off on the green side. But I must be wrong. I've seen two people take this shot from, and neither one of them did it, so that must be as far as you can get. Hitting it perfect. They got their last shot in the air, going perfect. They made their adjustment. Is it going to go in? Is it going to go in? Not a chance in hell. They underpulled theirs. If I could take their underpull and they could take my overpull and we could redo the shots, we might actually make them. Okay, what is that? 20 something? Maybe a top 15, maybe a top 20. Getting some clam points. Keep us in the promotion zone to go to Masters 2. $26. Yeah, that's not going to get that. Is that top 20? I doubt it. Top 15 so far. Well, we still got a whole day to go, so don't know what's going to happen on that. I'm going to bet that there's somebody at the top with a 30 plus, but I think if you shot over a 28, you had a great chance for a banner. That if you shot a 29 or better, you have a great shot at a banner is what I am predicting. 29 banner. 29 banner. 29 banner. Look at that. 29s. That's all it took. That's all it took. That's all it took. I had shots, but I was really having fun in this round. I changed up my stuff on hole number 7, doing that sand bump. There's one, and then I changed up and tried the rough bump on 2 just to see what it looked like, just to see if it was something I might want to encounter with my 77 account. There's 2 shots right there that I missed, but I still not picking up anything else. Not bad, not bad. It's a good practice round. I did get some good notes for the weekend for the backside because some of those holes are hitting a little bit different than they were so far. So I do have some good notes for my 77 account, but I have a lot of work left to do in it because I came in with a minus 13, so I have got a lot of work. I got to get super aggressive. Super. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great weekend, and hopefully everybody has a great day. If you're hanging out with your family, if you live in the U.S., if you're barbecuing or whatever you're doing, have a great time, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.